Hey guys, so I am out of seed starting mix and I just started mixing it together and decided to show you my process real quick. So I start with these coco coir bricks. I would just use any coco coir you can get. I haven't had a problem with them being overly salty or anything like that. I've already started pouring hot water on them and getting them to break down until they're all nice and fluffy. So I just use boiling hot water. This is what I use to, you can heat some water up in a pan and I just pour it all over the blocks and then it just starts to expand. Now that the coco coir is pretty much broken up, what I do next is I add some worm castings. Use any worm castings you have. I don't have quite as much of this as I would normally put in. That package hasn't arrived just yet. I also add some granular fertilizer. I'm just using this all-purpose fertilizer from Down to Earth. Next, I add vermiculite. Again, use whatever vermiculite you have. You can also use perlite. I do prefer vermiculite though. Last but not least, and this is pretty optional, is I do typically still get issues with fungus gnats. So I will take usually about, I don't know, about half a cup to a cup of these mosquito bits and mix that in. Sometimes it's easier to do this just with your hands. Now keep in mind, at this point the soil might still be a little bit warm. So if you're doing this barehanded, just be aware that the soil could be really, really hot. You do have some dust that comes back from the vermiculite. So you really do want to have a mask on. All right, so that does it. And I've got this nice, light and fluffy seed starting mix.